Hey, what's up everybody? Brian here with the Holy Roller playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. And today we have $700 and we're going to play the Hedgehog. Here we go.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps, earning free cruises, and a whole lot more. Thanks for watching. Now let's get rolling.
Well, I wanted to talk about the Hedgehog. Jeremy at Color Up shares this system as part of his one of his standard systems that he plays. And it's from Michael Shackelford. And it is pretty much like a hedge play, but I'm going to play it a little bit different. And so what it is on a hedge play is you pretty much do, I have $700. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this like this, and I'm going to get $200 more of just green chips. I'm going to play at the $25 level. No odds, by the way. That just adds some volatility to it. But this system has kind of been known as just even volatility, kind of like even play. And it's because you play the pass line, then you do a don't come, then you do a come, then you do a don't come, then you do it, like you just alternate until the point's resolved. Now, the way I would play it different is this. I would only play the pass line if I'm rolling the dice. This goes along with my principle that I always tell people, never play the pass line unless you're rolling the dice. So the way it would work, the way we're gonna do it is, if we are the shooter, we play the pass line, we play the normal way. If we're not the shooter, we wait for a point to be established, and then we start with a come bet, and then we just alternate, okay? Now, there is a challenge that the casinos might put up and say, you're hedging, so we're not gonna give you points for it. The disadvantage on this one, I would say, is that the pit bots, has to be logging all of your bets for you to get credit. But if you do a come bet and say it moves to the 6, let's say the point is 10, and you do a come bet and it moves to the 6, then you do a don't come and it moves to the 9, will the pit boss cancel those out, or will they give you $50 action on the table? So that's the variable that you have to find out. And so we're going to play it with $700, and we're just going to see what happens. Like we'll do a couple shooters and we'll see how it goes. So let's just say we're not the shooter. Because we're not the shooter, we're not playing on the pass line or the don't pass. But usually the regular system, they would start on the pass line, but we're not if we're not the shooter. Only if we are the shooter. All right, so there's a 7. I guess we would have won there. All right, there's an 8. All right, there's an 8. And so now we'll start with a come bet, okay? And there's the reason, the only disadvantage I have in this is there's really not a certain amount of money you're using per shooter. Like with the all-day system, which is very similar to this, you only use 4 units. And then you wait. This one you just keep betting. So here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. And it is a 6. So it goes to the 6. And now we're going to do a don't pass. All right, here we go. And it's an 8. All right, so that's a winner, 8. And this goes behind. All right, so now, again, we would just wait for a come out. We wouldn't do the pass line. So let's see what happens. And it is a 4, because normally we would be on the pass line, but we're going to do the come bet now. So the last one we did was a don't. So now here we go with the come bet, and it's a 6. All right, so that's good. That's a off and on payment. So it goes here, and then it's off and on. So they just pay you just like that. Even money bets. All right, here we go. And because it was, I should have moved it, actually, because I did my come bet, then I should have done my don't come. But it's a 3, I didn't move it, and I probably would leave it. If it wins, I would just leave it. All right, so here we go. We had the come bet, now we're doing the don't come. Here we go. And it's a 6, and this goes behind the 6, and then we get paid on the 6, and our come bet is the next bet. Here we go. And it's a 9, so it goes to the 9, and now we have a don't come bet. And see, so this is why I think if it wins, you should move it, because look what's happening. We're going to have 3 don'ts and only 1, so you kind of want to alternate every single one. All right, so That's what, oh, but look at that. I guess there's a winner. All right, so what we should do is we should go here now. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Couldn't plan that better. Okay, so this loses, but this wins. And then these two win. They'll bounce them and then pay it off. Okay, let's see where we're at on that one. We are up $75. Okay. So, and it might not work that way all the time. And I did make a mistake when I bet. So we'll see. We'll just keep it going. Okay, let's say we're the shooter this time. If we are the shooter, we're going to play the traditional way. Start with the pass line. Here we go. We're the shooter. Let's see what happens. And it is a 9. So the point becomes 9. And now we're going to do a don't pass. Here we go. And it's a 7 out. Okay, so we lost 50 on that one. And we must not be a good shooter. We just did a 0.7 out. Oh my goodness. So somebody else is the shooter. We're not going to the pass line. We're going to wait for a point to be established, and it is a 5. And then we will go at the come bet. Here we go. And it's a 7. All right, so at least we got 25 back. So we're not the only one that does a 0.7 out. And that's why I kind of like the 0.7 out. I guess if we did the pass line, it would have been a don't pass, the first bet. So we would have broke even. But if we a 0.7 out and you do the come bet first, then at least you win. You win on it. So 0.7 outs. We're not scared. We're not scared of those. All right, here we go. We're not the shooters, so we're going to wait for a point to be established. I guess we would have won there. Oh, again. All right, an 8. This seems like it happened before. All right, here we go. And it is a 3, craps 3. All right, so that one, now we go over here. Since we bet here, now we're betting here. All right, I think I got it this time. And there's another craps 3, 2 in a row. And now we're going to bet over here. So we're alternating our bets every roll. Here we go. And it's an 8. An 8. This moves to the 8. That's a winner. And we just keep it there because you can't bet when the puck is off. So here we go. Our next bet, there's a 4. Our next bet will be the don't pass. Here we go. So don't come, sorry. We could have done the don't pass, I guess. There's a 3. And we win there. Let's just rack it. And then we go over here. And there's a 4. All right, winner 4. If we would have went on the don't pass, we would have lost. All right, so this is where I don't know. Because I think if you win, do you leave it or do you move it? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Coming out. And it's a 10. It's a 10. So for me, when I think of this, I think I need 2 come bets. But we're alternating every roll. So I did that. And there's a 2. There's a 2. So that's good. But see, right now we should go here. And look, we're going to have 3. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Oh, 7 out. 7 out. I guess it's better we weren't there. At least we got one of these back. We did lose one. And puck goes off. All right, we're going to let somebody else shoot. We're gonna just pass the dice. No, we'll shoot next time. We'll say there's somebody else got in on this table. So we're gonna let a point be established. There's an 8, so the point is 8. And now we're gonna start with the. I guess you could start with the don't come or a come. I like starting with the come bet, another come out because 0.7 out don't hurt us none. And there is another 0.7 out. And this feels like a cruise, by the way. This is the roll cadence of a cruise. I'll tell you that right now. All right, we're the roller. We're the shooter this time. So let's put 25 on that pass line. All right, here we go. And it is a 7. All right, that is 1 for us right there. And here we go. You might say, hey, Brian, you were supposed to go to the don't pass because you had the pass. I mean, it depends on how you want to play it. I would have loved to have a no 4 right now, but anyway, we pass. Now our next bet is going to be a don't come. Here we go, and it's a 6, and that goes behind the 6. And our next bet will be a come bet. Here we go, another come out for that. There's an 8, so we're out on the 8 for that one. And now we go back to the don't come. Here we go, and it is a 7. All right, so. This one is kind of a wash because it breaks even. That comes down. So that was a wash. We played that whole time. We had $100 out there. And so this is the only thing. Did they rate me for 100? you know, when I'm putting out more money, they rate you what's on the table. So if you're losing and winning, losing and winning, I don't know. But let's go one more time. Let's do one more. We'll let somebody else be the shooter, and this time we'll start from the don't pass, just for fun, okay? All right, so there's a yo 11, already getting me scared about the don't pass. There's a 7. Oh my goodness, we should have been on the pass line, right? Okay, there's a 5. All right. Here's where the 0.7 out would hurt us, but we're gonna start with the don't this time, just to kind of mix it up. All right, there's a 5, and so this goes behind the 5. And now I guess a come out 7 doesn't hurt us, right? All right, here we go. There's a 10, so our next bet will be a come bet. And here we go. Next bet is a come bet. Let's do it. And it is a 3. Oh my goodness. All right, so that lost. Next bet would be a don't come. I guess that's just the hand we're being dealt. You know, the way the dice roll, you know what I'm saying? All right, behind the 10. All right, here we go. Coming out. And it is a 4. Oh, we got that 4, and look at that. We have 2 don'ts. We're definitely going on the come. All right, here we go. It's a yo 11, so that's good. We got that. Now, technically, if we bet here, we won. We either leave it or we move it. Because we have 2 of these, I'm gonna leave it. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so there's a 9. So there goes to the 9, and then to alternate, we're gonna go to the don't right there, and it's an 8. All right, so this goes behind the 8, and this is where it gets scary. It's like a longer roll. I'm putting more than I got $125 out there. Am I getting rated for $125? I hope so. There's a 4. There's a 4. So this goes to the 4, and there we go. We're gonna have a come out. Here we go. Let's see what happens. 4 or 9 would be great. There's a 6. Wow, it's really sniping it hit everything. Okay, here we go. What did we do last? We did the 4. Now we have a DC. Here we go. or what? Yeah, it was the 4. There's a 10. Our 10 got knocked off, or no 10. So that kind of loses. And now we're here. All right, here we go. See what happens. And 8. Wow, our 8 got knocked off. And we are on the light side of the 8 now. And we're going to go to the DC. Here we go. And it's a 2. We got $25 for that, and technically we should switch. Let's go ahead and do it. And it's a 9. A 9. That's an off and on play for us. They call it off and on. So instead of moving everything, they just say off and on. And because it's here, we could leave it or we can move it. I'm gonna move it. And it's a 6. It's a 6. We're behind the 6, and that's a winner. Look at that right there. Okay, we're coming out. Let's see what happens. And it's a 4. We get paid on that 4. And we were behind the 6, so we're a come bet right now. So here we go with a come bet. Let's see what happens. And it's a 3. Craps 3. We lost the come bet, and now we go to the don't come. All right, let's do it. Dice off the table. That happens sometimes, even with us. All right, here we go. Same dice. Let's do it. It's a 10. We got knocked off on that 10 again. Like I said, these long rolls. And then we'll go back. All right, here we go. 9 or 8 or 9 is what we would want right now. But there's a 6. We got knocked off on the 6. Now we're on the light side of the 6. And now we're on the dark side here with the DC. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. This is kind of gets annoying if it keeps coming off the table. Sorry about that. Here we go. Let's see what happens. And it's a 7. 7 out. And this one didn't work out as much as I would like because we had 3 of these. We only had 2 of those. So let's see where we ended with our bankroll. It looks like we're still up, by the way. We are up $25. We're $25 up with all of that play. The Hedgehog, Volatility, yeah, I think that's pretty good. The only thing is I'd want to know how much am I getting rated. And what would happen is a lot of times the first roll, if you do this and you put out this on your first roll and it goes to the 5, they're going to probably rate you as a $25 bet. A lot of times they might walk away, and even though you're betting and you get up to 150 or 200, they're only rating you for a $25 bet. I think that's the only disadvantage of this system. I would have to know that the pit boss is tracking all my bets that I put on the table. So anyway, with all that being said, thanks for watching. Watch this video if you'd like to see more, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Come on. And go to holyroller.com and get yourself a dice tracker if you haven't already. And I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.